Good morning everybody. Today I'm going to make a card for Arthur. It's for one of, it's a commission card, and I'm going to use these stamp sets, this particular stamp set, which is this gent here, which you can't see in. And I got these from charity shops, so I don't know what brand they are or whatever. So let's have a go. First of all, I'm going to position my card because I want to go over it after I've coloured him in. So first of all, I'm going to stamp him down with Memento because I'm going to use my alcohol markers. And then I'm going to stamp over it again with VersaFine Claire. And I'm using Memento because Memento you can use with your alcohol markers. And I'm going very gently, I'm not pressing down because the lines are so fine, as you can see. If you put too much pressure on, it's just going to squish the lines out. And you probably have to do it, 2 or 3 times just to make sure that you get the right image. Yeah, that looks okay. So I'm going to leave the stamp on the platform. Put that away. And choose my colours. But what I've done, I've got this paper, and as you can see, it's a hammered paper. So I'm using the reverse of it. Okay. So I thought I'd show you what I'm dealing with under my feet. Okay, so you've never seen this bit. So mind the bits of paper and what have you. So here we have Coco, the black one, Monty, and Bella. And that's where they all sit. So I can't move. And I want to get my hoo-hoo markers. It's on a trolley. Oh, it does look a mess. Anyway, so I have to fight with... Oh, Bella, she's moved. There you go. So they are the pups. So the colour I've chosen for his jumper are greens, and they are GO 80, 70, 50 and 30. And they are limeade, lemon green, celadon green and crescent yellow. I don't know whether I'm going to be using the 70. So I'm going to be starting with the 80. I'm just going under where the shadows would be, his arms. Like so. And 50. This paper really does soak up these inks. Pens are really, really juicy. We went away at the weekend. We've got a little camper van, a little C15. She's gorgeous. She's called Elsie. She's an old lady. We bought her about, I think 3 years ago. No, less than that. We've done a lot to her, but we went to, is it Wisbeck in Cambridgeshire? With my son and his wife. Oh, it was lovely. It was really nice. And if you go onto my shorts, I've done a video of the sunset, the clouds, just as the sun was starting to think about setting. The colours were amazing. Such pinky colours. And we got the drone out as well. So Cal took some images of there. Of the van as well, because they're doing the sort of like a van life. And they've done this van up, and it's absolutely stunning. They've worked so hard on it. They really have. So it'll be interesting to see what their outcome is with that. And they're gonna travel all over in it. Like a second home. It's beautiful. Really have done well. We took the dogs with us as well. They were really good. But unfortunately Bella got bitten on her belly, and she's been gnatting at herself ever since. Bless her. So that'll soon disappear. I'm just going to use 30 just to do the ribbing. On this top. You'll see the difference when I stamp over it again, where these lines will all come a lot clearer. So the jumper's done. I'm going to leave that out because I'm not quite happy with that sitting. So now I'm going to go for the skin tone. And I think E10 and E90. E10 and E90, picked them up straight away. So E90 is the darker one. Yeah, can you see how it's bled in there? Don't know whether you're picking it up or not. So yeah, it was really, really lovely night out with my son and daughter-in-law. If you ever want to have a look at their website, it's called, I'll just have a look. So I've just written it down. So they are Seabound Souls, and you'll find them on Instagram, probably TikTok, I think, as well as YouTube. I think they're on YouTube, I'm not sure. But then again, if you want to also have a look at the photos that my husband takes, the nature programs, as you know, that we're nature photos, which I've mentioned a few times, and you'll see on my shorts that we absolutely love bird watching. Absolutely love it. And all his photos are on YouTube under Picture Power Photography. And on Facebook, he's got Picture Power Nature and Picture Power Photography. If you wanted to pop over and have a look at them. So I'll just make a note of that. So that is YouTube. And Facebook. Okay, so he hasn't got a YouTube for the nature one, it's just the Picture Power Photography. And you'll see what we look at. And he goes all over. Absolutely loves it. So if you're interested in that, I know he would definitely appreciate a subscribe. I want to do him for pink lip. I don't know whether this is going to show. Just a little bit. This is R18 and it's pastel peach. It's only slightly different. But I'll put a couple of layers on it. And I'm also going to do him some proper eyes. He looks a bit like a zombie. Yeah, he looks a bit better there. And his balloon, I'm going to do it in blue. So I do use this colour chart along with this hexagon chart. This hex chart is absolutely brilliant from artclasses.com charts. And I think she does them for lots of other different ones. Obviously, there's one comes in coloured and you get, I think you can print it off. You can print off the blank one as well. The only thing is when I bought these and they were £5, I didn't realise that you only get 5 attempts to download it and that's it. And we haven't got a printer. We buy printers and we just never use them. So everything goes dry and by the time we want it, it's at it. So we just don't bother anymore. So I got my friend to try and print it. And she went on and she downloaded it about 3 times for whatever reason. I was extremely grateful for her. But she still couldn't do it. So I asked our lovely Deb Hallett, because I know she'd got one, if she would be kind enough to send me a set, which she did, bless her. I really do thank her for that. So what I do is, I haven't done it on these two, but generally I'll choose my colour. So I want a blue. So if I go to a PB7, which is there, so PB7 is there, and then you can look at the range of colours that blend in perfectly well with it. So you can take it in whichever direction you want to go. So if I do that as my darkest, then I will go my medium and probably my lightest. So I'll go B50, BG4. Okay, so we'll do that and see what they turn out like. So PB7. Oh, picking them out straight away. Watch me not be able to do it now. B50. Oh, and I've done it again. And BG4. 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 Yeah, so there's the colours. And they are PB7, which is pastel blue, P0 50 is robin's egg blue, blue robin is, and BG4 is mint blue. Bella. So I'm going to just feather around the edges, feather up, just little flicks up, because you get a better blend. I think you get a better look if you flick up. I don't want that much. And now I'm going to go with purples. Then we've got it in the rainbow-esque. So I'm just going to use a couple of colours, I think. I want it with purple more than pink. So I'm going to go with P3. Not all the colours are on there, but there it is, P3. And the 020. Let's look at that. That's a 30. Yeah. So this is P3, which is pastel violet, and V030 is mauve. It started getting quite heavy, so I had to think about it. The sun's come out. I mentioned my last video, I bought these from the new Tim Holtz scissors due to cramps and what have you, and they are absolutely superb. So I'm going to fussy cut him out, but I'm going to leave a border around him. So I'm going to fast forward through this. I'm going to sit him somewhere like that. Sentiments are, still got it. You're how old? Happy birthday. Old enough to know better, too old to care. The body may be slowing, but the mind is revving up for trouble. You're not old, you're chronologically gifted. Oh, what did I do that for? I Can't believe I've done that. I was going to stamp over him again, wasn't I, with the Versafine Clay. Oh, what a numpty. What an absolute numpty. I hate Mr. Betsy. So I'll just... breath. These are quite good. This is from the range, and it goes from 110 to 220 GSM, just in thickness. So I'm going to try that. She's moved. What I want to do is put a border around here. Please stop it. I use these circle dies. I've had these for years, since I first started card making. I've got no idea what make they are. Same with the squares. Same. I think I might do that for him to be behind. Yeah. So I want it on this side. Oh. So perfect. So what I'm doing now is just looking around for the best placement to put the little character on the squares. I don't know whether you noticed there's a difference in the voice now because I'm doing a voiceover. My husband came home from his trip out this morning, and he doesn't realise I'm doing the video. So he's he's doing his lunch, and I know he's hungry, so I didn't want to stop him doing that. So I'm just looking for the best placement. And I'm using some Distress Oxide sprays, and it's the Twisted Citron. And I'm just going to do some splats on, just using the end of the nozzle. Twisted Citron is one of my favourite colours. I think it's lovely. So just adding a little bit to the back of the card. You'll be wondering what I've done here. I decided to make him another colour jumper on the top. I embossed it, but it just didn't show enough. And I got this idea from Deb Hallett, that she did one the other day with the bear, and she put a jumper on for him. But my embossing folder that I chose, the pattern was too big, so it didn't really work out. And on top of that, I didn't really like the colour that I'd done his jumper anyway. So there's me fitting his new jumper. I didn't put it all in because you've seen it all before, and it was just. I've also decided to do some glossy accents on the balloon just to make it shiny. So I put a good coverage on that. Glossy accents is really good for this. It dries clear. You can also use a variety of other things. You can use Mod Podge, which is what I used to use before I discovered glossy accents. So now I'm just putting my layer up using the thin paper that I chose earlier. And once I place that on, I'm going to stick the happy little soul onto his card. I'm going to put him on some foam tape, just to give him that little bit of a 3D, extra dimensional look on him. The tape that I've got, this particular one, I think it's from Crafter's Companion, I believe. And it's just an old stock that I'm just using up because I generally use the thin roll tape from Sticks 2. So it's not too... Right, so now he's stuck down. I don't know what. I don't know what sentiment to put on. Because he doesn't look that excited, does he, to be fair? Old enough to know better, too old to care. Now that doesn't suit him. The body may be slowing, but the mind is revving up for trouble. He doesn't look like he's revving up for trouble. You're not old, you're chronologically gifted. I think I'm going to have a think about this one. So when I've thought of a sentiment for it,